Okay, so this is Power Shell, and Power Shell is native to New Zealand, and the Maoris use it for all kinds of things, but for decorative purposes also, especially in things like this native wood, the kauri wood, which is also considered a sacred wood, and you can see the symbols that they use in it, which means eternity. The kiwi is the native bird. It is a flightless bird, and it is an endangered species, and they're doing everything they can to try and make it come back from it's been close to extinction, so they're working very hard over there to preserve the kiwis that they have. This is a tiki, and the tiki is very symbolic to the Maori people. This is the flag. It's got the Southern Cross on it. This is just some native, it's actually a coaster, but it's using some of the native flax that they had over there. This is a poppy, and the poppy is representative for the veterans, like Veterans Day, but over there it celebrates Anzac Day, which is the Australia-New Zealand-US alliance that was formed in the Second World War. In New Zealand and Australia, New Zealand played an integral part in helping the US, letting them have their ships in their ports and stuff during the Second World War, especially with the Japanese. I also have, this is native fern from New Zealand, and there are also some spring blossoms here, some of these flowers that are dried. This daisy I got, we used to make daisy chains out of that, but these are all native to New Zealand. These little shells are power shells, and then the coins over there are very different. There's the 50 cent, the 20 cent, different 20 cents you can see on this one. It's got a tiki on it. This one's got the kiwi on it. And the kiwi again on their $1. They have a $2 coin as well. Here's a new 50 cent coin. You can see it's so much smaller than the other one. There's this new 20 cent piece. So you can see the different kinds. This is a tuatara, which is a native lizard in New Zealand, and that's a 5 cent piece. They do not have 1 cent coins over there. The smallest denomination is the 5 cent coin. Their dollar bills are very different. They're made out of plastic with holograms on them, so it kind of looks like play money. New Zealand is a part of the Commonwealth. The Queen is the figurehead. We have a Governor General and a Prime Minister, and we have Parliament, like they do in England. It's very democratic. Let me think. It's very hard to get into New Zealand. They don't want people that they call bludgers. They want people that have skills, that they'll actually be able to contribute to the country and help it move forward. This thing here, this is something that the Maoris, it's replica for decorative purposes now, but what the Maoris used to use, they would use greenstone, which is like this, and the edges would be razor sharp, and they would use them to club their enemies and to slice their necks. This is native New Zealand timber, and all the timber in New Zealand, they make sure that whatever they cut down is renewable. And so over there they take forestry very seriously. They do not just chop down trees, but they always make sure that there are more planted. So this is native timber to New Zealand. Again, it's got the power on it, and it's got the symbols of the waves. And this is from the fern. This is a fern frond, meaning new life. So they have all kinds of weapons, because the Maoris or Maori were a very fierce people, and they unfortunately suffered at the hands of the white people, but I'm sure that you'd be able to look that up and find out more about that. So I'll just leave that here.